What's up, everybody? It's Glenn, the movie guru. I am bringing you our next review of The Walking Dead, Season 4, Episode 6, called Live Bait. Alright, guys, just finished watching the episode of The Return of the Governor, or Live Bait, as it is technically called. So, once again, spoilers. For anybody who has not seen my posts, my stuff will contain spoilers. So, with that being said, let's dive right in. Literally. Um, it was okay. I mean, I was a little disappointed with what happened, but it was great to see the back history of the however many months it's been. I think 6 months since the governor uh, shot up his whole people, and then left with Martinez and Schumpert. So, um, first off, I would give this episode probably, I want to say, 3 out of 5 spare ribs, just to get that out of the way. Um, Reason being is it was okay. I mean, it was slow. It wasn't as good as last week's episode. I thought it would have been a cool episode, but it was all in flashbacks. But now I guess it's going to be a two-parter because next week's has a continuation of what the governor's been up to. Martinez, he's in next week's episode more than just at the beginning and then at the end, But it was kind of cool that the Martinez showed up and killed all the walkers to save the governor when him and the girl were in the pit. Um, so yeah, it was an okay episode. I mean, wasn't that it wasn't as good as I thought it could be. I thought it would have been a lot better. But I mean, it was okay. I mean, it was one of those things. So let's see. It was it was basically, if anybody has ever read any of the Walking Dead books, uh, they've been doing some governor books. Basically, they're based on the comic book. And once again, I haven't read the comic book, so I haven't, um, I don't know the whole story of the governor or what's going on nowadays with the Walking Dead comic book, but I have read the books, and it basically followed pretty much to the T. I don't know if this is what the new head writer Scott Gimble's doing, is taking from the comic book aspects, um, but it pretty much um, verbatim. It was it was pretty much the rise of the governor, which was basically um, the story of the beginning of the governor, which is kind of funny considering it takes place after he's already been the governor. Um, so I mean, because in the book it had it was a dad and two girls living in an apartment building, and he befriends them with his brother named Brian, um, and stuff like that. So you could see a little of that whole stuff going on, and yeah, and then the whole, like, him and Lily having a fling right next to her sister. I was like, yeah, go man. That was like that was pretty awesome. I was like, okay, I'll give him that. Just because he was like, I mean, I actually felt bad for the governor. Not because of everything that's happened with Rick and you know with Andrea and Milton, because I like them. Andrea not so much, but Milton I liked. And you kind of get brought back into him being this guy who basically just had one of those, like, snapped and just killed everybody. But I have a feeling he's going to be like this Jekyll and Hyde character, and up until he attacks um, Rick and them at the prison, or he might not even. I mean, it's got to come down to that. But I mean, he, he might make it through um, the whole end of the season. I actually thought he would probably be like, a 1 or 2 episode person, and just then they kill him off. But then where would you go from there? I mean, if he does attack the prison, um, where is he going to go? I mean, after that, I mean, Rick's going to retaliate. They're going to kill each other, or that's what's going to happen, or something big is going to happen with like, he'll find Carol. You know, I don't know. I mean, this is what's interesting. I mean, it was a slow episode, but I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, let's see what else. I would have to say Walker Kills of the Week. There were two. I mean, they were all pretty good, but two of them I thought were like, wow, I can't believe they went there. That was when he took the oxygen tank and proceeded to slam the grandfather Don in the face repeatedly to kill him, and that was cool. And I was like, oh, that's the one I was waiting for, because I was waiting, and there wasn't any really cool ones. The whole thing with the nursing homes was cool. It wasn't as nerve wracking as in the prison last week, but I mean, I was kind of hoping he'd trip and die, but it's a flashback, so obviously, that's not going to happen. Um, and then the other one was when they were in the pit with him and the girl. They ended up, he just like beat the crap out of three of them, and with one of them, he took like a hand, forearm bone, and just proceeded to pull back and, for lack of a better term, like popped open his head like a soda can. So that was pretty gruesome. And yeah, so I mean, all in all, this episode was okay. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. I know you guys will, because I like to hear from you guys. And uh, next week's episode. So, from what I saw, it looked like there was going to be another group who Martinez is a group with now. And I don't know. I mean, from what I could tell, I think the governor's probably going to kill most of them. Um, it's just my opinion. Take what you will. Uh, I've been wrong before. It happens. So, um, yeah, I mean, we get to have another episode with the governor, and maybe we'll have some Rick, um, in the episode. I was kind of a little disappointed they didn't like flash back and forth, you know, like some of the other TV shows do. Um, just so we could find out what's going on with Rick and them. And now we have to wait another week to find out if Tyrese and Daryl find out about Carol, and you know, and what happened with everybody recovering and all that stuff. But I mean, I'm sure not a lot of people want to see that aspect of them just recovering. And yeah, I hope that you guys like my video, and if you do, please subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.